I'm Lance Francis reporting for NB Media Co-op, and I'm speaking to two of the organizers of the upcoming Comic-Con in Elsipogtog, Brad MacDonald and Scott Tingley. Thanks for joining the NB Media Co-op today. How did the idea for Elsi-Con come about?
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It The story is a whirlwind story.
Susan.
I remember Susan. I was trying to remember last time. Susan from Elsipogtog, former chief and business owner in Elsipogtog. I was having a conversation with Brandon Mitchell, comic artist, a comic writer from northern New Brunswick, and we were having a chat, and I was talking about previous guests we had, and he said, "Oh, well, they're right over there." He walked us over in about a 5-minute conversation. Susan's idea, I think, if I remember correctly, of one day having a convention in the community became, "We're having one this summer," and she was already doing an interview with a newspaper.
Like basically, as soon as you had the idea, she was already doing press.
Exactly. We bounced a couple ideas back and forth, and she was ready to go immediately. That's my recollection of it.
And she had the venue all lined up.
By the end of the day,
and that's usually, kind of part of the biggest headache. And so when she had that and the security kind of taken care of right off the bat, it was like, well, we could probably do something. Like it's 2 months. It was a 2-month turnaround from the time we had the conversation to when we're having the actual convention. So yeah, it's a bit of a whirlwind.
I realized we were talking at the end of East Coast Comic Expo, which was in June, and her daughter was an artist guest there, and that's how it all came out. But I didn't really introduce where we were.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. So Susan Levi-Peters, former chief, seems to be the driving force behind this Comic-Con,
Oh yeah.
having a personal connection with the event as her daughter draws manga. Is there a personal connection for you as well?
Well, I collect comic books, and I clean and press comic books. It's kind of like my side business type of idea. So yeah, I'm a vendor there, as well.
Yeah, and I've been an organizer with the East Coast Comic Expo and a comic fan my whole life, and so an opportunity to be a part of to take our experience with ECCE for a decade, close to 10 years each. It's really exciting to take some of that knowledge and
Help her along,
be
yeah.
part of something that's never happened in Atlantic Canada and it's only happened once throughout Canada.
Yeah, it's kind of historic. Like
Yeah.
if we can do it a couple of years in a row, it'll be like the first ongoing comic expo on First Nation community, and so we're pretty excited about that side of it. I thought that was really cool.
Hmm. How did you connect with Adam Beach, star of the movie Smoke Signals?
That's all Susan.
Oh.
She well, I think it was the chief. He basically knew somebody who knew somebody, and it all came together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. What can people expect if they visit the Comic-Con?
Well, we've got some great guests. We've got all sorts of cool vendors. We're still less than 3 weeks out, and we're still putting some stuff together. Like we're just getting our volunteers together now, but we've got 20 vendors and over 20 artists that kind of make their own stuff, and we call them Artist Alley. And then we have comic book vendors like myself and Comic Hunter and Strange Adventures, and there's a bunch of them, and people that just sell cool pop culture items. And the guest list is pretty cool. We have a lot of comic book creators, stuntmen, actors. A local wrestling federation is coming and putting on a show from 2:30 to 4. There's going to be a lot of fun activities.
And if you've never been to anything like this
Oh,
before and have
cosplay.
no idea, cosplay, that's the people who create
Yeah.
their costumes on from
Nothing,
anime.
and they start with nothing, and they create these pretty
Yeah.
elaborate costumes.
Yeah.
And Susan's been telling me that Halloween is huge
Okay.
in the First Nation. So we're hoping to have a good cosplay turnout, and she's got some big prizes and stuff lined up for that, which is really cool. It should drive people to that for sure.
And like as I was saying, if you've never been to one at all, it's going to be honestly I forget the name, but what's the name of the
At
building?
the building,
It's the rink in the community, a beautiful spot.
Chief
And
Young Eagle Recreation Center.
that's it. And it will be intentionally packed with tables with the vendors, and at one end will be the actors and different actors and artists and writers doing signings and things like that. And
And then out back in the baseball diamond, we're gonna have the wrestling event.
yeah,
Weather permitting, I think if it's not nice out, I think we're gonna move it to the community center
across the street.
across the street. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. We're hoping the communities in the area really support it because it's
Well, we're hoping like most,
Yeah.
if we get to the reserve, get the word to all the different reservations in Canada and Nova Scotia, then I think we can draw a good crowd.
if I
Mhm.
had a kid, I knew there was something like this in a neighboring
Right.
community.
Yeah, I'll be all over it.
I'll be all over it. Yeah.
Are you still looking for people to present at the Comic-Con?
We're still looking for like artists and vendors, and we might be heavy on the volunteers. We have to go through it,
Oh,
but
yeah?
there's a lot of volunteers. Yeah. We have to. I believe we still have room for people. Yes. We've got to take inventory of how many. Like we have 20, like we have 24 vendors, and many of them have 1, 2, 3 tables, and I think we have room for 120 tables around the edge. So. Yeah, we have room for more people to come in for sure.
Mhm. How many people do you hope will attend?
Well, we hope at least 2,000 throughout the day. That would be great.
That'd be a very good show.
That would be a
for
very good show
that
for
size.
a first show that
Yeah.
size. That would be a success for sure. The population of what we have to draw from is vast.
It feels like depending on who we talk to,
Yeah.
one hand it's there's only X number of people in the community, and then the other side of it is it's not that far of a drive to drive from most of the First Nations communities
right.
or any of the neighboring communities for anyone.
Like
So
because it's going on from 10 to 5
Yeah.
and wrestling's in the afternoon, if you get up at 8 and leave anywhere pretty well within that sphere, you're there for noon,
yeah,
and then you get to enjoy it for the 5 hours, and you got to drive home.
yeah,
Makes for a great day. It's probably not going to be it won't be super expensive.
yeah, that's right. And I lost my
Oh, kids 13 and under get in for free.
12,
That's
12 and under.
12 and under get in for free. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Kids 12 and under get in for free. We want to make sure that's heavily added. And like if a parent comes with like 3 kids, that even if they're not hers, that are his.
Oh, it's anyone.
Anyone, as long as they're accompanied by an adult. We don't want people just dropping off their kids and leaving.
Yeah.
Mhm. So you'll also be featuring Michael D. Adder, the editorial cartoonist. Will he be speaking at the event?
We're hoping. We're still trying to figure out panels and just a situation to have. We have a room upstairs that I'm hoping we can use for that sort of thing. We have panels scheduled and slotted in because we have John Ambrose coming. He was also he's a stuntman. He was just in the TV show Twisted Metal that came out like 2 days ago. He's in episode 2. He gets his head chopped off. Great actor. But yeah, so like he wants to do a panel as well. So there's different we'd love to have. We hope Mike can do something, but at the very least everybody will have an opportunity to go up and meet him and talk to him for a bit.
It's very personable.
Very personal.
Yeah.
We actually
guy.
we have a great relationship with Mike.
Yeah.
Nice.
They actually grew up on
Mhm. So, like the wrestling aspect, is there any like more information you can talk about besides like the wrestling? Like what?
Well, it's IHW Wrestling. It's a local promotion. It's been around for 20 years. I think they're putting on 3 matches, 4 matches. They're putting on a few matches, so they're bringing up some talent. A lot of them are based out of around the greater Moncton area, I think. They actually have a native fella that's coming in for this show that does wrestle for them on occasion. So that's kind of cool. I don't know who's coming. I don't think Julian Young's coming, and Kirk Obey's coming. Shano's coming. So I know a few of the talent that's coming, but I'm not sure who else is coming. I think Chris Hicks probably will be here. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure who they're bringing. Just a few of them.
hmm So with Sue Kim Olet coming, are there any oh well, actually you already talked about that. But like there's a cosplay competition they can look
Yeah,
forward to.
yeah.
Any like what's that about?
Well, it's just going to be basically kind of like a pageant of sorts. Usually, they'll come out and like each individual cosplayer will come out and do kind of a little stand there. Really, I don't think
Show
they
off.
did show,
Yeah,
do a
show.
little turn, I guess, and all that. And I think the prize money is 1,000 for first place and 500 for second. You'll have to verify that with Susan, but I'm pretty sure that's what she had slotted for it, which is like, do we even do anything like that?
We have the
No, no. Do we give away money?
I don't believe we do
I
money
don't.
prizes.
Yeah,
We're
so
not the ones that run that part of.
we don't really, no, we're not really involved so much in the cosplay side of the East Coast Comic Expo, but I'm pretty certain, as the guy who does the website, we've never given
Yeah,
away
these are some
anything.
impressive.
But yeah, she's really doing her best to get it out there, and cosplaying's fun. Everybody has a good time when they do it, and seeing the finished result that you've put a bunch of time into creating, and people take a lot of pride in it. It's really cool.
There'll be some. As far as I know, there's going to be dancers in full regalia.
Right?
There,
Yeah.
get that with from Susan and drummers. That was the dream. Whether I don't know if that's been set up, but with the regalia, not at all the same cosplay regalia. The regalia are not at all the same thing, but I think the quality of work that cosplayers do will be for those that are unfamiliar with it will really be surprising and interesting for people. It's quite a thing when you see people in
Yeah,
their full suits that they've spent all winter on and maybe haven't slept for 3 days to finish it and come out. It's really impressive.
yeah, like we went to another show, AEX. AEX?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
St. John.
yeah, they had some really good cosplayers there that I'd never met. And so we kind of introduced ourselves to those guys and told them about the show, and yeah.
It's
Yeah. So we're hoping to get cosplayers, people that we have at ECCE, people that that are go to other shows that maybe not know about this one, and get a good turnout on that level.
hmm
and we're
And
really
are there any other? Yeah.
we're
ahead.
just really both pleased that Susan and Kylie have allowed us to keep being part of this. It's really exciting for
Yeah.
to do this and to take the experience that we've had for years through our own show and pass that on. Like we have Brad's got a lot of the answers for computer stuff and anything related to the computers. I have good questions usually.
Yeah.
I don't always have answers, but that's somebody else's job. So it's just nice that we've been a part of it, and we're really excited.
hmm Are there any other highlights or features that we can look forward to in this event?
I think we hit everything.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a scrounging job to get comic book guests this year because they are usually
booked up.
Yeah, they're booked up for other shows. So
we've got a few. There's a few
Oh,
challenges.
no,
Like we've got Toronto has
yeah.
Fan Expo, which is a big deal. Like normally whenever we do anything like this, we bring Nick Bradshaw because he's like a local. He's like our top guy, pretty much on the local level.
Comic artist,
Comic artist,
DC.
works for Marvel, DC. He's pretty awesome. And this started kind of with him, if you go far enough back, because his mother, Claudette Bradshaw, who was a big wig powerhouse politically, had invited Susan to a show in 2018.
Where I had my first conversation with her, which led to the second conversation at our show.
I was Claudette's handler that day, actually.
Right?
Yeah. So Claudette came to the show, invited Susan. Susan talked to Scott. And then 5 years later, Susan talked to Scott again. And now we have an expo in Elsipogtog for the first time ever in Atlantic Canada. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. We're hoping it gets a lot of traffic.
Yeah. And with that, with a even moderately successful show this year, it'll be easy to get.
I guess that's kind of where we're going with this. Normally we would have Nick and Danica and a bunch of other artists that we could have probably picked up from East Coast Comic Expo, but they were all booked up, and 2 months is kind of a real tight time frame to pull that together. But
I'm not sure how they got all the actors. John
Ambrose. So we had met John Ambrose, who's the stuntman, in Fredericton, me and you and Derek. And I had kept in contact with him over the years. Like, he's a big guy. It's like 6'5" to, I don't know, 75, whatever he's walking around at. And so we stayed buddies over the years. And when this came up, I was like, hey, I've got this guy. He was on Shoresy. He's in Titans. He's a recurring character on the Umbrella Academy. Like, he's got some good stuff out there. And so I got him as one of our first guests after Adam Beach, and he brought with him his manager, and Trisha is his manager's name. And she has put us in contact with a bunch of other people, and she's helped Susan with logistics and, okay, we got to book hotels and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, we have more guests in the works. Like, this isn't even the final lineup.
Yeah.
So we're expecting a few more to come in.
Yeah.
So we're done. And we still have 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks. So we're going to start putting a push on vendors and artists and all of that.
And not to imply, the comic guests we have are fantastic.
Yeah.
Just pointing out with the short time frame.
Oh yeah.
Some of the issues with that.
Yeah, but next year we'll have a much bigger pool to draw from, and hopefully having a nice successful show under our belts will entice them to be a part of it.
Well, thank you for your time.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks for
very much.
having us.